Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, Bishop Kapadash. Double honors to Elder Apostle Grey Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Today's lesson is going to be talking about watch what you say. Alright? Watch what you say. Because a lot of times you get emotional. A lot of times, emotional as men. There's a lot of emotional as men out there who say shit out of emotion. And for example, when the elders, the big brother Manatazak, he made a video talking about Rap the News' death. It was like an hour long video talking about Rap the News, and he addressed a lot of scoffers that were telling him stuff. And I even saw a video that was like, oh, you know what I mean? This guy Manatazak, he's a coward, and there was just saying stuff about the beloved brother, man. And those are emotional as men that can't just he was an emotional as man, and those type of people, they're gonna see at that time that everything that they say is gonna come back towards them, man. So you gotta really watch your mouth, man. Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Another great example of this is rappers. You look at rappers back in 2020, the same brother, he made a video about 200 rappers dying, man. And they were rappers. They were hip hop rappers. They weren't R&B artists. They weren't country music artists. They weren't singers. They were rappers. Like King Von, Pop Smoke. Very talented. I believe they were very talented. They had very catchy tones. Good voice to rap and all that. Cause they're Jake. They have sauce and all that. But they were wicked, man. They were beyond wicked. And in their music, they talk about killing people. King Von has a lot of, I was watching a documentary about his, about a lot of the wickedness that him and his like gang or whatever have done, man. And it's, I was like, no wonder he died. He was wicked. He was rapping about killing people, talking about how he has like seven, they call them bodies, which is like 7 kills. Like all that shit came back to him, and now look how he died. He didn't, he died by the gun, man. By the sword. This is Ecclesiastes 28 and 18. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many have fallen by the tongue. Right, man? And like I just said, 200 rappers have died, man. In 2020, and right now, I think like a couple weeks ago, there was a rapper, it was like a big rapper. I forgot what his name was. Draco the Ruler. That was the name. He got stabbed in the neck. And that was because of his past, man. Like, not even his past. The thing that he raps about, the thing that he represented, the things that he talked about. It was wicked. And also, Rap the News, he would mock the brothers. from Great Millstone, man. And let's read it again. Ecclesiastes 18, 20 and 18, Salaki. Many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many have as fallen by the tongue. Right, man? So a lot of people have died because of what they said. You know, like what you say, you have to, you have to really discipline your, you know, you have to really discipline yourself in catching yourself before you say something. Proverbs 13 and 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that opened wide his lips shall have destruction. Right, man? And what does that mean? That means to say whatever you want to say. You know, not have any type of discipline over your mouth, over yourself. So like, there's a lot of examples of women who are out there who say shit out of emotion, and they end up dying, man. And the same thing goes out to men. And you just really have to watch out what you say, because the Lord doesn't play around, man. The Lord doesn't play around. Proverbs 21 and 23. Whosoever keepeth his tongue, keepeth his souls from troubles. Right, man? You have to discipline your tongue, man. You have to discipline what you say. You can't just, let's say something bad happens to you, and you're like, you say some crazy ass, you know, like you start cursing out a storm, and then you accidentally put the Lord's name in there. Boy, that's a scary thing for you, because, you know, there's no telling what the Lord does to you, man. And the scariest thing about that is that the Lord put the Spirit on you to say that, which means He wanted you to say that, you know. And it's a very scary and fearful thing, man. You know. But I didn't want to make this lesson long at all. Just, wanted to put something out. Hopefully this was edifying to the lost sheep of Israel. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Shalom.